Session number 1. I recommend that you participate within the marketplace with the intention of accumulating plenty of enough purchasing power, money, to enjoy your personal present moments on a short-term basis, and then returning to the marketplace and repeating operation after seasons of enjoyment, instead of living to accumulate and save over the long run. You may be wondering why I am saying this. The reasons are as follows. The odds of accumulating $2 million are slim, and even if you do earn and save that much, $2 million will not be enough to live for 20 years if you factor in cost of living, average medical expenses for ages above 60, the lack of payouts associated with insurance claims for property and medical claims, as well as potential legal fees from lawsuits stemming from car accidents or business disputes. Session number 2. Competitive nature has the capacity to overcome situational relationships like partnerships, teammates, and membership. Just because they are systemically on your side does not mean that they intend to be helpful to you over the long run. And that intention could be conscious or unconscious, because each individual may have their own momentum associated with how they have built their life. Some people within the marketplace have only increased their pay and position based upon unharmonious actions like deceit. So when they are operating on your side, I recommend that you become aware and conscious of how their words and actions will impact you. Further, I recommend that you be cautious of what you reveal to them. For example, it may be in your best interest to not tell them you are worried about meeting your quota, because they could use this information to take your position or alter your ability to generate results. Session number 3. When a peer or manager provides you with guidance but you are hesitant to listen, consider the possibility that the hesitation may be your subconscious alerting you to their intentions, to lead you into harm. If you are hesitant to take the words of another into your heart and mind, I recommend that you ask yourself, why? Consider the momentum of their life. How did they get to where they currently are? Why aren't they further? What is their belief system? Are you trying to just survive? Or are they thriving in life? Session number 4. Can a novel be written in a loud bar playing metal music? Can you create a business plan around a table full of pessimists? Can you think of a sales strategy with friends who don't want to see you succeed? I recommend that you become aware and conscious of the possibility that your thoughts are impacted by the thoughts, energy, and intention of those around you. And if the previous statement is true and accurate, consider adjusting who you dream and plan around. As a supportive example, I will have you consider playing a college football game released in 2025 or 2024. Play as the road team without adjusting any setting. Then go to pass the football and you will see that the home crowd noise is affecting your ability to see the routes being run before you snap the ball. Now, relate this to your life and think of all the times your desires may have been blocked from producing tangible next steps because of the people you were around. Session number 5. Ask yourself, are you living to be in alignment with the world's requirements that are often filtered through money and business, or are you living to be aligned with a belief system that you have actively and consciously chosen? Let me explain. Are you utilizing 10 plus hours a day to work so you can retire in a house that you own, or are you working because you enjoy your work? Perhaps you are operating within an industry you don't enjoy, serving customers that are toxic, and following management disguised as leadership into dissatisfaction of your mind and body. I recommend that you become aware and conscious of what kind of energy field you are operating within and why. Are you in survival mode within a toxic world just to pay bills? If so, I recommend you plan and prepare a way to operate out of that state of being and into work that satisfies you, even if that work is on a part-time basis, as you slowly pivot from full-time work that is toxic to your soul and body. Session number 6. Perhaps consumers buy because they identify with something or desire to identity with something. For example, I hear people buy Jordan sneakers because they want to feel great. Another example, I buy clothes that sell me the feeling that I will be perceived as comfortable and in control. So if people buy for identity, then maybe they invest for the sake of their identity as well. For example, maybe they want to feel generous, so they donate to a charity or feed a hungry person. Further, people, as a general rule, may invest in relationships with those they identify with or want to identify with. If that previous statement is true and accurate, then the people you are around may be preventing you from experiencing more from other people. As a hypothetical example, a person who has bought a suite at a sporting event may be interested in talking with you after spontaneously running into you at the concession stands, but will not invite you back to their suite because the friends you are with are annoyingly loud. Now, let's utilize a real-life example. One time I was flying from Fort Lauderdale to Tampa, and the flight attendant told me that a half-full commercial plan has to assign seats strategically to passengers to ensure weight and balance is properly distributed. And I am suggesting that maybe the same is true when creating life within the marketplace. Certain people must be near and away from you in order for you to fly properly. Session number 7. Have you ever been tested by an employer? Meaning, they do something under false conditions and later justify it by saying, "I just wanted to see what you would do." They may be trying to gain an understanding of how you will act when they intentionally place you in a similar situation in the future. For example, some businesses have a practice of staging fake customers into a retail environment and then have the customer act unruly to see what their personnel will do. The reasoning behind this is that the business knows it attracts unruly customers and wants to ensure any response from employees does not lead to legal liability. As a hypothetical, they don't want employees to attack customers who are stealing. The business wants to avoid legal verdicts that will result in payouts. In conclusion, businesses and individual people are typically aware of what they will have you endure, so they test you to see if you can handle it. Oftentimes, they test without the intention of adjust working conditions and their own personalities, and instead want to place the burden upon you to act in their best interest.